Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders and bishops of Great Millstone who taught us this truth and continually teach us this truth. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect that's laboring in this word and truth and sincerity. Lord willing, this could be an edifying video. And we're in 2026, the year of what did the apostle demon again? The year of apostates, sellouts, and something else. Okay, but I see the Lord turning up the faucet this year. It's going to be a lot of judgment. Okay, a lot of things is going to happen this year, man. Okay, and Lord willing, by the end of this year, we're out of here. Okay, and we know this isn't the real New Year. The New Year starts around, the springtime. Okay, when everything is, pretty much blooming and, refreshed, so to say. All right, but pretty much I want to speak on, the Lord. He has spirits created for vengeance, and they're going to get more busy, man. All right, a brother shared this article in the chat, well, a screenshot. It says a man was accused of following a couple after they left a nightclub. Then he, sexually battered a woman after punching and knocking out her fiance. So her fiance was knocked out. And he pretty much was having his way with the woman, but it says the victim managed to escape after biting the suspect's genitals, and he was located and arrested the next day. So, hey, it's going to be a lot more judgment, man. Okay. So, I'm going to start off here in Sirach. And, man, the water Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, that brothers still got the spirit. Brothers still, want to get out of here. Brothers are still, meditating on the kingdom. Because these people, they ain't got nothing to celebrate. There's a video circulating on how, pretty much people celebrating the New Year's. And it's like, what are you celebrating for? You still got bills. You got to go to work tomorrow. You got, pretty much people's life is in shambles right now. All right, most people are behind on their bills, but these whole, these so-called holidays, all right, pretty much gives people an illusion, a time to so-called escape their problems and their frustration. But no, reality gonna keep slapping you people in the face. But I'm gonna go ahead and get into this. This is Sirach 39 and 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. So the Lord got spirits that's created solely for vengeance. Okay, and the scriptures say evil men understand not judgment, but they that seek the Lord understand all things. We fully understand the Lord controls everything. Okay, Yahweh Shai himself said a sparrow doesn't die unless the Most High ordains it. So he's in control of everything that happens in his movie, because this is his movie, man. Okay, so when that article, that screenshot, that I showed, the Most High ordained that. Okay, people don't understand that. Okay, the Lord killeth and maketh alive. Okay, nothing happens by accident or coincidental. Everything happens everything that happens, even if it seems like it's an accident, it was ordained in the spirit to happen. Okay, so it's going to be a lot more, people lashing out, man, because once again, people is struggling, man. People is on edge. People is on edge right now. People is hey, people just on edge. But reading on, it says fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Okay, and there's going to be famine. All right, and there's going to be great death. All right, it says teeth of wild beasts. Salakia, hold on real quick. Salakia. All right, it says teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword punishing the wicked to destruction, because the Lord, he's going to have these wild animals. You know, the scriptures say how the wild animals shall change their places. Okay, and there's been videos of bears in neighborhoods and people backyards. I seen one video the other day. Dude got a bear under his house. So the Lord is going to use these animals to start putting judgment on people as well. All right. Scorpions, serpents, you know, because a lot of people going to have to live in the woods, you know, live off grid, you know, hiding from the government, hiding from, you know, taking the MOTB. So you're going to have, you know, the scriptures even say we're going to be like pilgrims. But you're going to have, you know, people that's going to, you know, run off in the caves or in the woods or something. And, hey, you going to, you know, a damn serpent or a scorpion can take your ass out. But reading on, it says, they shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is. And when their time has come, they shall not transgress his word. So these spirits are waiting for the green light to bring judgment on people. Okay, because when you go to Revelation, the 6th chapter, I'm going to go to, I want to grab this one, verse 8. It says, and I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him, and power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth. And when you look up the fourth part of the earth, okay, it'll tell you the new world. And this was called the new world at a point in time. Is referring to the West, okay, which is, you know, mainly America, Babylon the Great. That's what this is talking about. Okay, so death, which is a spirit, is given the green light during this time to kill with sword and with hunger and with death and with the beasts of the earth, which I just read. Okay, so the death spirit is going to get the green light from the Most High to slaughter, to have fun, but do not come upon the elect. That's the order that, you know, the death spirit is going to have. And there's certain other people that the Lord is going to be like, you know, just keep them alive. Make sure they make it to the end so they can die in the fire. Because there's a lot of people here who the Lord has reserved to die in the second death. Okay? But then you have the elect that they're allotted to be delivered from the second death. So death is going to get the order: do not mess with these men, women, and children. Okay? So, you know, we in 2026. It's going to be a lot of judgment this year. Okay, Russia then already hit Ukraine up with 200 drones. Okay, it's not looking like war is going to die down. Remember, that image, the world, I keep forgetting what the magazine was called, but it said the world in 2026. It showed you syringes, it showed you tanks, it showed missiles, it showed Xi Jinping, it showed Putin, it showed Trump, it showed pestilence. So a lot is going to happen this year. And Lord willing, this is our last year in captivity. All right. So, you know, I'll grab one more. Let me grab this one in Jeremiah. This Jeremiah chapter 25 and 33. And the slain of the Lord shall be at that day from one end of the earth even unto the other end of the earth. They shall not be lamented, neither gathered nor buried. They shall be dung upon the ground. So the Lord is going to swing that mighty sword. And there's going to be a lot of people that's going to die from here to China, man. A lot of people, the Lord is going to start dropping bodies. And it's going to get to a point where you're going to have to consider, even an atheist is going to have to consider this is divine. And then at the same time, the Lord is going to magnify his name, because in the midst of all of this judgment, he's going to make it known who he's dealing with. Then it shall be known who are my chosen. Okay? Because while others will mourn and weep, as the scriptures say, thou shalt be merry and have abundance. So it's going to be a clear separation, just like when the Lord had it when we separated from the Egyptians. Okay, he had it to where it was total darkness, one of the plagues that he hit the Egyptians with, but it was light on the Israelites. Okay, the Lord made a difference, man, between the Egyptian and the Israelite. Okay, it's going to be the same thing in these times, except it's going to be the elect, and everybody else would represent the Egyptian, because they're going to deal with the plagues, even 2/3 of our people. But the elect, as it says in Psalms 91, okay, no plague shall come nigh thy dwelling. Okay, speaks about, people shall die pretty much, but it shall not come nigh thee, roughly paraphrasing. So, a lot of judgment is going to happen this year, Lord willing, and the elect will not be touched by it. All right, so we in the end of this thing. Lord willing, this was edifying. With that, I'm going to say shalom.